Okay, this is very interesting. Wow, this has been a day. How y'all doing tonight? I am running a series of experiments tonight. It looks like I've got my camera on my tripod and I'm on my Mac computer because I tried to record two videos tonight as my commitment to my friends out there. The first video, I was actually making salsa and I was chopping onions, two kinds of onions, and tears running down my face. And I was just like, I'm gonna be looking at the screen, and people are gonna watch me on YouTube cut my fingers off. No, that didn't work. So I stopped doing that. But after I stopped, my my memory was full. So I will tell you that I finished making the salsa, and my hands smell like lime and cilantro, an onion, which if is the most beautiful, delicious smell, and it's marinating right now. I can't wait to prepare it with chicken tomorrow for me and mommy. So today was a whirlwind day. Um, I'm not quite sure how this audio is going to turn out. I'm getting some feedback. My phone is at a distance from me on my iPad, on my MacBook, but I actually like it. The challenge is that I want to look at the screen instead of the camera. So I'm going to practice what I have learned from doing videos is to look at the camera and not at myself on the screen. But this is new. Also, I am having upload speed issues because I'm not at my house with my super fast Wi Fi. I'm at my mom's house with the Wi Fi that she has, and I'm in a different room that the Wi Fi is in. So I am not sure when you were going to see this video tonight. Last night's video was posted at midnight. It took me an hour and a half to upload, but that's okay. It was an interesting endeavor, and if you know anything about me, I'm a stick to it person. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out and get it done. So that's been my day, but it's been a beautiful day. So I'm going to give you a mommy update. She is resting, um, and she's feeling okay. She still has a cough and congestion, but the results did not show anything um, COVID, flu, RSV. One of the things that I need to tell you is that I'm a scientist by education. And so just because test results are negative doesn't make me all jump and joy. Tests can be wrong. But more importantly, I go by how she's feeling. So she's taking the medicine, she's sleeping, and she has an appetite. So we had a very long day. We were able to get into urgent care and get out. And when we came out, the waiting room had, I know, 16 people. When we came in, we were the second folks. So, my message to you is that, at least in the Virginia area that I'm in, emergency rooms are full. So, please go to urgent care and order you what I think are good supplies, a thermometer. Excuse me, table's fighting with me. So you can check your temperature. I can see, I'm looking at myself right now because I'm glistening. Ooh, I'm a little sweaty, but that's okay. I just had a ginger chew and that makes me sweat a little bit. Sorry, I bounce all over the place. You all should be used to this by now. Anyway, thermometer, which reminds me I need to go get ours off the porch. That was delivered at least 3 or 4 hours ago. Um, Definitely hydrate, drink water. Coconut water is good. A lot of people don't like water, and if you don't like water when you are well, when you are sick, you are probably going to lean towards something else. Get coconut water, Dollar General, um, and I have to thank my my husband's father's wife. I call her Mama Phyllis for putting us on to a coconut water that has pineapple and then also passion fruit. Calories are low, but if you just have to have some flavor, coconut water is really good for hydration. You just got to be mindful of the sugar content. So get that. Fruits, vegetables, all the things I talked about last night. I won't recap. Feel free to watch that video so that you can get some of the unsolicited advice on how to pretty much make sure you're taking care of yourself. So, message for tonight is about being raised Southern and the yes ma'am and the no ma'am of life. So, I was blessed to watch my mom take care of her paternal and maternal grandparents, my great grandparents. So, caring for the elderly has been a big part of my upbringing. And so, my mom, I care for her when we go places, open doors. I let her take my arm. Sometimes I want her to walk on her own because she can, but I think she just likes having me around. I'm her daughter, right? So she wants to lean on me, and I think when you get to be her age, you have every right to lean on who you want to. My point is that I need you all, young people that work in these nurses' offices and these urgent cares, to put some handles on your naming and your conversation with older patients. I understand that it's a thankless job. And number one, you're probably trying to not get what we're coming in there with. You may not be having a good day. But I was observant about the demeanor of the young lady that was servicing us this morning. Very matter of fact, very, just, I'm just like, okay. It just reminded me of how I can be when I am focused on something, hyper focused, or when I'm just not in the mood. I can come off real matter of fact. And to see it projected, not intentionally, because she eventually warmed up, but it was come to room 7. What are your symptoms? Just very like no good morning, no nothing. And I was just like, we're people. I need a good morning. I need a hi, ma'am. I need something. And you all may say, well, that's just asking too much. I'm not even going to get into the age of the young lady. I'm pretty sure she was one of those Gen XYZ millennials. It doesn't matter. I'm not coming for you all, so don't get offended. What I am saying is that in this day and age, wherever you were raised, when you are servicing with an older person, please treat them with care. I'm not going to say treat them like your parents because I don't know how you and your parents got on. But as for me and my mama, I need a Miss Mayfield. I need a good morning. And even if you can't smile, just at least some pleasantry because this is the season where people are really feeling horrible, not just physically, but it's a lot happening all over the world. And if you are in the service industry, please remember to smile. Please remember to acknowledge. And I am often not good at this. So the irony is that I got to be on the receiving end of probably what other folks are on the receiving end from me when I'm very business, when I am, got meetings stacked up during the day or when I'm working on a project. I even had someone remind me that I answered the phone like I was irritated with that person. And her response was, wow, what's wrong? I need you to say, be happy or something. I forgot how she worded it, but what she was saying was that you answering the phone like I'm bothering you, and it had nothing to do with her. We can be so focused, so into what we're doing, that we don't acknowledge people, that we don't greet people with any type of warmth. We are not transactions, we are humans. Even if you are an entrepreneur, teacher, student, bus driver, custodian, barista, doctor, lawyer, judge, whomever you are, whatever role you have, let's get back into the business of treating people like people. There's nothing wrong with a good morning. There is nothing even wrong with idle chit chat. Sometimes the question you ask a person may be the only curiosity that is in their direction for that day, maybe even that week. And so the lesson for me as well is to be less transactional. I can be team business, I really can. I also need to recognize that you never know what's on the other end of that transaction. Somebody may be hurting, somebody just may be having a bad day, and they just need a little bit of conversation before we get down to the business of the day. So that's what I wanted to say. And I hope that the people you engage, if you are met with some level of terse, niceness, or you are met with what seems to be like an attitude, soften that person. Ask them how they're doing. Compliment them on something. This young lady this morning had her back turned to me while she was looking up information, and she didn't look at my mom once. She didn't look at me, maybe at all. And that's another thing too. I'm just going to add this as a bonus. When you are working with people, look people in their eye, talk to them, look at them, and have a conversation. It's just being that extra bit of human that I think this world is desperately needing. So that's all I wanted to talk about. Have a wonderful evening. I don't know how long it's going to take me to upload this video because I am not in my abode, but you will receive it with a description and my beautiful well wishes for you for a happy day, health, and just great peace of mind, and a message to just let your your light and your humanity shine through, even if it's not given to you first. All right? Y'all have a good one. Bye.